Hey everybody, Mr. Josh here with Mentor Public Library, bringing you another episode of Artpocalypse, our weekly arts and crafts video series, here to make something fun. Let's get started. Okay, so today's craft, I'm going to show you guys something real fun that I am in love with. It's how to weave on a hula hoop. We're going to make our rug. So to get started, you can either take an old t-shirt and cut the body of it into like 1-inch strips and then just stretch them, or you can just take bulky yarn and tie it, and I'll show you what I mean in just a second. The only other thing, you'll need either bulky yarn or to revisit one of our previous episodes of Artpocalypse to learn how to make t-shirt yarn, because that's what I'll be using today. So if you're interested in how to make that, the video is on Facebook and YouTube and our website, so check it out, or just use bulky yarn, take the easy way out. So you'll probably need about, I think I'm using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strips of the t-shirt. You can do more, you can do a few less, play with it, see what happens. But once you have your strips, you just stretch it over the hula hoop. Just try to center it, like right in the middle, and just eyeball it. As I say in every video, and I'll say again in this one, doesn't have to be perfect. And then make a cross with the next one. And then just keep going. Make like a big pie shape with these. Hopefully you guys have hula hoops. I don't know if people still buy these all the time, but probably be hard to find at the store since we're going into winter. Like pool noodles. Pool noodles you can't find anywhere, which makes me sad because they're a crafter's dream. Okay, and this is a little awkward to set up. I know that, but I believe in you guys. So what we're doing here is making a pie. And I almost knocked that off the table, I think. Okay, so this looks crazy probably, right? Okay, so once you have your strands on here, try to space them out evenly. I know mine are not even close, it doesn't look like, but I like making imperfect things because it reminds me that I made them, which makes me happy. All right, so then taking your yarn or your t-shirt yarn, gather up all the strands here. You don't have to like meticulously gather them all up, but try to gather up as many as you can. And then bring your yarn around and just tie a simple knot in the center, like so. And then you're ready to start weaving. It's as simple as that, right? So we have an even number of strands all the way around, but to effectively weave, we're gonna need an odd number. So we'll start, hopefully you know the basics of weaving. It's just over, under. So we'll go under this one, over this one, under this one, over, under, under. And then once you're close to where you started, and pull this extra stuff through here. Wait, what did I just do? Under, over, over. Well, this is the first one that we did, right? We went under this one. So we went under this one. So instead of going just over this whole thing, you got these two strands here, you just kind of pull them apart and then go over one of them and under the other. So that way once you get to this one, you can start going over, under, like reverse the order. So you'll always have this one that you want to keep separated for now, because it gets tricky a little bit later once you get to the outer ring of your hula hoop. And then you just keep going, just reversing order. once we get to further out, like I said, probably if you're working on a hula hoop like this size, whatever size, about halfway through, you're going to want to switch it up a little bit. I'll show you what I mean here. So how we were doing it here, where you have the one strand that you're splitting in two, once you get further out, since your weaving is further spaced out between your strands, what you're going to want to do is reverse what we were doing here and combine this back into one, and then separate all of these into two. So I'll show you what that looks like. So just go between them like you did on this one, and come under, over, and then under that one, and over that one, and go all the way around, and then under, over. You don't want to make it too tight either, because then it'll start making like a bowl shape and your hula hoop will kind of bend in half like a taco, and it'll look really awkward. I mean, it might be what you're going for is awkward looking, and that's fine with me. But once you get back to the beginning here, like I said, just reverse order from what you were doing previously and just go over both of those. So that way you come under here. And then just keep going around. And then once you're done, let me show you what that looks like. And bring out this one that I was working on. I did this yesterday. Took a couple hours, so you can get something done pretty quick. So a couple things to finish. Once you are done here, you can just take this and kind of start like weaving it through in here. Just kind of pull it in and out. Like so. Bring it back through over here, etc. Bring that over here and cut it off. So it's in there. You can just cut off the end of that one. And then basically you just go around and cut all these off. Okay, then you're done with the hula hoop. And then go around to all your strands that are hanging out and just tie them like so. Just do another simple knot. And then it's up to you if you want to just leave these hanging out. If you don't, just do more or less the same thing that you were doing at the end of the shirt over here and just weave them in and cut them off. I'll probably just leave mine hanging out. And then this will probably happen depending on how tight your weave is. This just popped up because it came out of these strands here, but once you are going around, you can tie it back in and it should be fine. And then you have a little rag rug.